Welcome, my dear sweet friends, to the channel Frugal Money Saver. My name is Emmy, my husband is Paul, and we are so happy you have joined us. We are an early retirement debt and mortgage-free couple living in the state of New York, and our channel basically shows you how to have a full, rich, abundant life while spending less money. So if this sounds good to you, stick around. We just got back from the little house in South Carolina. Our son was with us. We had a great time. We got a lot done, but we also got to relax a little bit, spend time with him. It was just wonderful. But it's back to reality now. But I have to say, having that little break really refocused us, regenerated us, and sometimes it's good to just take a little bit of time. Today's video, we are talking about how to save money when you really don't feel like it. We are just like you. We love nice things. We like to have a good time. We don't always like to do hard labor. We don't always want to cook meals, etc. We're no different. But how do we do it? What do we do to make it a little bit easier, to make it more fun? Well, first thing you're going to do is start with the right mindset. We're going to show you throughout this video in different clips how that helps so much. Realizing when we do things for ourselves and modify how we spend our money, it is so rewarding because it's towards the bigger goal. You may be paying off debt. You may be looking to save money to buy a car, who knows? Or you could just embrace this style, as Paul and I have, as a total way of life. The first thing we're going to show you is a project Paul did down at the little house. Part of our frugal journey is being able to maintain and keep the little house in South Carolina. For those of you who may not know, we have a second home in the state of South Carolina near North Myrtle Beach. It's been in my family since 1981. And part of our frugal journey is to be able to keep that home, to maintain it. So a lot of projects we have to figure out how to do ourselves. DIYs are something we are striving to do more and more of. And that includes cleaning up the grounds and all that fun stuff. Do we always feel like doing it? No. No, we do have a wonderful gentleman who maintains our lawn through spring and summer. And we need that because you don't ever want the home to look neglected or that no one lives there. Red flag. So we do pay someone to do that, but that is included in our $250 a month budget. So let's see what Paul did for his DIY, how he maintains the grounds just a little bit. So I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to take you down south for a minute.
One of the projects I'm working on at the little house is this bathroom faucet setup has gotten pretty corroded over the years. We have a well and the water here is very, very hard. Look at this thing. I just grabbed it and it just broke off. So this is really in bad shape. What we're going to do now is we're going to remove this pipe. We're going to put a new pipe in and a whole new, I guess it's called a spigot. So we're going to install that. Okay, just taking off some of the loose rust. I have a piece of cardboard in the bottom of the tub to catch any debris so it doesn't go down the drain. Let me get my wrench and I'll see if I can remove that piece. This is really on there. Years of rust. Just can't free it up. I sprayed it.
Fingers crossed we're going to get this off.
Okay, the pipe broke off inside the wall here. Luckily I can get to it from the back side in our bedroom closet. There's a little hatch. I have to replace an elbow, which I did buy because I figured this would happen. So now I have to go into the bedroom closet and try to get the elbow off to replace this.
So there is the little elbow right there. And this is so funny. This is actually a little hole in our bedroom closet, the back of it, which is awesome because it leads to all the pipes in the bathroom tub and shower. So we're just going to pray that little elbow right there comes right off, which it looks like it's in pretty good shape. It should.
Okay, as you can see, the old pipe completely broke off. It's rotted. I can't get this apart. You can see how much I've been trying. So I'm going to replace both this pipe, the elbow, and the part that goes into the tub. Okay, so I purchased the Teflon tape. And the Teflon tape goes on the threads of the pipe, and this will help prevent the threads from leaking water. You just simply hold it with your thumb, wrap it nice and tight. It kind of sticks to itself, pulling it tight as you do it, and then you just pull it off. Now I'm going to add the elbow to this, but I'm not going to tighten it. I'm just going to hand tighten this as best I can. And now I just threaded the pipe connections that I put together into the top of the faucet. We just have to make sure we tighten it up and get it so it's facing the hole in the tub. Then we'll go to the other side and install the other pipe and finally the spigot, and then we're done. Now again, I have the Teflon tape on my pipe and I'm going to carefully put it in and thread it in.
It's amazing that there was the secret doorway in the bedroom closet to these pipes.
Oh, absolutely. Oh yeah, no, that's a great help. A lot of times you might have to cut your own sheetrock, make a hole in your sheetrock to get to this. At our house in the north, we would have to do that because there is no trap door to get to any of this plumbing. With a pair of water pump pliers, I'm just going to tighten this up. This isn't a critical pipe for cranking down really tight because you're only using this to fill the tub. Just a simple little spout, chrome. There's a plastic insert, it's a reducer because this will fit 2 different size pipes. So you have to make sure you get the plastic piece in there. What I did was I put it on the pipe, threaded it into this coupling, and then I took the pipe out and it stayed inside, so that was a blessing. And now we just carefully thread it.
And we have water.
And there it is. So there's the grand total, $20 even for all those parts, but I have to add another $2 for another little piece of pipe I had to buy because I couldn't get the 2 connections apart because of the corrosion. So $22 to fix the drain in your tub, compared to probably, $160, maybe $200 for a plumber. That was a big frugal save right there.
So the plumbing DIY worked out. Now, please know we're not telling anyone to start ripping holes in your wall. Not at all. We're just showing you our journey and what we did to save some money. And it saved us a lot of money. There were a couple glitches here and there, but again, we solved the problem instead of throwing money at the problem. In other words, calling someone right away and saying, get in here, this is corroded. Paul did some research, found out it was doable to do. And before you start on any DIY project, always do research. Always find out, is this something you're capable of doing? Because a lot of times we do have to hire people if it's beyond our degree of knowledge. Now, the second thing, even if you are home or on a staycation this summer, and you don't feel like saving money because it's a vacation or a staycation, you want to splurge. But there are so many free and wonderful things to do in your area. This is one way that you can save some money in the upcoming warmer months. Research and see what's free. What is fun, frugal, and free? That when you don't feel like saving money, you can go out and feel like you have just had a great time and splurged. One of the places we visit down in North Myrtle Beach is a series of shops and restaurants around a beautiful body of water. It's called Barefoot Landing. And look into your town. Do you have a place like this? There are so many fun, free things to do, as we're going to show you right now. This is not a sponsored video. None of the stores sponsored us. It's just something we enjoyed while we were down there. We Are Sweets. Just a fun place to go in and watch them make saltwater taffy. They make it right in front of you. It was so fun to watch. It's free. One of my favorite stores at Barefoot Landing is Black Market Minerals. They have an entire table dedicated to dollar souvenirs, little rings, bracelets, ankle bracelets. Everything is $1. What a great, inexpensive way to bring home a small souvenir. Another fun area is where they have giant size games that you can play for free. Tic-tac-toe and chess, checkers, all for free. Such a really fun place, even if you don't buy a thing, because you don't have to. You can just walk around, people watch, enjoy. They even have little, what look like gumball machines filled with fish food for change, and you can feed the fish and the turtles. It's just a wonderful, fun place to make you feel like you are doing something special, but not spending any money. And this is what it is. It's all about finding these things to do when you don't feel like being frugal, but that make you feel like it's an extra special time. It's out of the ordinary, beyond the mundane. And that's what makes our frugal journey doable. All these little extra things that cost barely anything, but are so much fun to do. The same thing with food. Let's say you're having a staycation. Well, you want to go out and eat every night. Well, it's a vacation. You're at home, you want to eat out. Or you're away and you want to eat out. And I understand that. We understand that. We did eat out while we were there. But we also ate home. We also saved a ton of money by doing that. Another thing I am going to suggest to you, if you go on vacation or even if you're having a staycation, make sure you have food in the home. We brought food with us down south. We bought pasta, we bought Parmesan cheese, we bought eggs down, we bought bacon down because we knew we had extra of these items in our freezer, in our refrigerator, in our pantry. Why buy them again? And they could be higher priced wherever you're going. So if you have a place to cook or make a meal, bring food with you. And we also had company come in. How did I manage that? Well, we're going to show you. Here you go. We stopped at Publix and I got a half a pound of the jumbo shrimp. I did pay more wild caught shrimp. I didn't want farm raised. And we are going to make ourselves some shrimp scampi. We bought a delicious loaf of a crusty Italian bread for $2.49. And then we got a bagged salad, Publix brand, apple, cheese, and walnut. And this was $3. So I think we are going to be eating really well, a little bit of a fancy meal tonight. This salad looks amazing. It's all different greens. It came with apples, candied walnuts, blue cheese, and a cherry vinaigrette dressing. All I did with the pasta was I sauteed the shrimp in olive oil, a little black pepper, and butter. And on top, I sprinkled a little bit of goat cheese that we had brought from home. And that is it. And then we just have sliced bread. This looks absolutely delicious. Can you imagine what we would have paid for this in restaurant? So it pays to bring a little bit of pasta, some basic ingredients with you on vacation just to save some money. We had friends over for lunch while we were at the little house. Simple homemade lasagna, tossed salad, bread, and I did splurge and buy some Italian cookies. What a lovely afternoon, perfect meal. All in all, a great money saver. Sure, it would have been easier to go out to lunch, but this was so much nicer and more economical. As you can see, with the right attitude, with some incentive, you can do it, have a great time, come away feeling like you did something really great and it cost a minimal amount of money. After we showed you the little house last time, a lot of you gave some great hints and tips on how to improve the decor. We didn't spend a lot of money this trip. We bought something from the $1.25 store And I brought the mirror down that we had bought up at the Stormville flea market with us. So I'm going to show you the little added touches. Nothing crazy this trip. We didn't want to invest a lot this time around. It was more of repairing what needed to be repaired, cleaning the outside, and really enjoying our son too, which is an added bonus. So here, just a little quick peek at the decor updates we made. There's the beautiful mirror we picked up at the Stormville flea market for $5. I picked this up at the dollar store down here, $1.25. I thought it matched perfectly the blues and the grays. Love it. So now we are home, back to reality, back to just getting into the groove of everything yet again. And that's a wonderful feeling. There's no place like home, and I'm a big supporter of making your home your haven. So we drive all these miles, come back home. What do? We need to eat dinner. We left at 3 in the morning and we got home, I guess, about 3 in the afternoon. And we were exhausted. The word exhaustion. Paul drove the whole trip. I don't recommend it, but Paul takes his breaks and we somehow managed to do it. It works. We get home, we need to eat. We're going to show you exactly what we did for food. We could have gone and done takeout. Believe me, that's what we both wanted to do. We're like, should we get a pizza or maybe just go through McDonald's? Oh, it'll be so much easier. Again, even when we don't feel like being frugal, we kind of push ourselves through it. It's almost like exercise. You know, when people say, oh, I don't feel like exercising, but when I'm done, I feel so much better. Well, that's how being frugal is too. When you make these mindful, frugal decisions, you come away saying, I did it. That's awesome. We did it. And even the next morning when we got up, because we're still kind of car lagged, you'll see what I did. So let's turn the camera around and take a peek. So we're exhausted. So what do? We go through and buy takeout, right? Wrong. I've got a pot on to boil water, and I went to the freezer, and I have in the freezer my homemade pasta sauce from last summer that I made from our garden fresh tomatoes. If you didn't see that video in the recipe, oh my goodness, this is so delicious. It's got capers in it, fresh tomatoes, olive oil, basil, really good. So I will link that down below. Instead of running through drive-through, we're gonna have a hot, delicious meal to welcome us home. I'm excited. In the pantry, all different kinds of pastas. I am in the mood. Can you see this? Oh, my colavita. Goodness knows how much this costs these days. I remember I paid 88 cents in the old days, then it went up to 99. So I have no idea what it's going to be now. But I think we're going to have a little rigatoni. Dinner is ready. A little Parmesan cheese. After driving, how many miles did we drive, Paul?
About 720 from door to door.
Okay, come on, takeout or being prepared. Homemade pasta sauce. I forgot there's Kalamata olives in this as well. My mouth is watering. We are so ready for this.
Cut, let's eat.
You know I keep it real. Before we left, I had pulled carrots out for some reason or another. And instead of putting them back in the crisper drawer, I just laid them in the refrigerator like this. And as you can see, yuck, they really are, all of them. The carrots in my crisper drawer are perfect. Look at this. So obviously the crisper drawer really keeps things crisp. Because literally these carrots are like bendy. So just wanted to make sure you knew to use your crisper drawer. So we're home, and I did most of the laundry while we were there, but there's always a couple things that don't get done before we leave. So I am doing laundry. Now, easiest thing for me to do this morning, honestly, was to throw these in the dryer. Throw everything in the dryer. But I'm not doing that, as you can see. I am hanging clothes, and the results will be so worth it because if any of you have seen the price of electricity right now, we're doing what we need to do. It's a beautiful day, so I'm hanging out all the clothes, and they're going to dry super quick, and I am going to be so happy at the end that I did this. What about the carrots? Okay, that was a total frugal fail. I must have taken them out. Maybe I was going to cut them to bring them on the trip and then decided not to, and I just put them on the shelf in the refrigerator thinking they'd be fine. Well, hello. They were like, I don't even know. They were like
Freeze-dried.
That's exactly what they were, freeze-dried. So, yeah, frugal fail there. But overall, we did really well. I was very proud. I got up, I hung clothes out because, like I said, it would have been so much easier to just throw them in the dryer. But we make these choices. Even when we don't feel like it, keep going. Today's question of the day: how do you motivate yourself when you don't feel like being frugal, when you feel like spending? What do you do to keep yourself motivated? We would be so encouraged to hear that, and I know our viewers would as well. How do you stay motivated? When you feel like going through the drive-thru, what do you do instead? When you feel like just splurging, what keeps you motivated? Please share with us. On to our exciting channel update news. Paul and I, on our break, we talked about the channel, we discussed the channel, how we want it to grow, how we want it to be beneficial to you all. That is our goal, to help you all on your frugal journey, to be your cheerleaders, to encourage you, to bless you. And I know I say that all the time, but that is our hearts. So we have come up with a fun new twist to Tuesday's videos. They are now going to be called Viewers Choice Challenge. Tuesday's videos are now going to be your ideas for us. Viewers Choice Challenge. What we want you to do is in our email, please send your ideas to our email, frugalmoneysaver@gmail.com. Please don't put these ideas down in the comments. What we want you to do is to challenge us. Send us your ideas. Hypothetically, Emmy and Paul, we know you don't like beans, but I promise you we have a bean recipe that you will love. It's economical. Please share it with your viewers. And then we will pick your idea and create Tuesday's video around it. It could also be something you want to know about us. Well, how do you save money when you groom Dixie? Or how do you save money on your utilities every month? What are you doing? Another one may be plan a party for $20. You pick, you choose. Then what we will do is give you a shout out, just your first name, and if you want, the state you're in. That is the Tuesday video we will present. We just thought, let's ask you all what you would like from us and then come forward and do it. It may be 2 ideas if they're short on a Tuesday video, or if it's a little longer, it will be 1. We thought this would be a really fun twist on the channel, and it's also a great way to give you all a shout out. Again, though, please make sure you send it to our email, frugalmoneysaver@gmail.com. This way I can create a folder with all your amazing ideas. Because if you leave it in the comments, I'm going to have to go back and forth, and that would get way too confusing. And I'm not that organized. So if you please send it to the email, I can create a folder with your ideas and your name, and that would be wonderful. So we hope this news is as exciting to you as it is to us, because Tuesdays are now going to be Viewers Choice Challenge. So get your ideas in. You can send us more than one. You can do it every week, whatever you come up with that you would like us to share with you. We hope this video was encouraging. We hope this video motivated you to push through when you don't feel like saving money, because it is so worth it when you get to the other side. So thank you for sharing this time with us. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Don't forget to leave us a comment down below about what keeps you motivated. and to our email, your viewer choice challenge questions. We ask that you stay well. We ask that you stay safe. Remember, we love you, and above all, we wish you blessings. Until our next video, see you Tuesday.